welcome to Midday Motivation. I am Hope Knowles and I am here to get you motivated. Now, the last time that we were together, I was telling you guys about I am and the power of I am and what you can put behind that. I'm going to post a link to that message in the description box below, so if you missed it, you can go back and catch it after you watch this video. But the term I am and then what you're putting behind it, you can give power or you can give detriment to your situation. And so all of 2019, 2020, and maybe even the tail end of 2018, one of the things that I had been speaking over myself is I have been saying I am an international speaker, or I am a worldwide speaker. And so I've been speaking this thing over my life for quite some time. Was I there? No. Was I close to being there? No. Did I know how it's going to happen? Absolutely not. But I was speaking it over myself. And so this past week, I had the immense pleasure to make that dream a reality. And I was able to speak in Africa. Like, goosebumps. What? Me? So yeah, I was able to start this journey of becoming an international speaker that I can now say, yes, it's official. I'm putting on my resume. Yes, it started with me speaking those things. And speaking stuff into existence has many different benefits. First off, the power of life and death lives in our tongue. So speaking things, whether good or bad, you can give life or you can give death to your situation. On top of that, I told y'all I did it, I know, for all of 2019 and 20, and I think I probably started in 2018 of speaking this over myself. So what that means is there were some discouraging times along the way. There were times when I wondered, is this going to happen? There were times when it was like, should I quit? And you know, every negative or human thing that we deal with sometimes when we are going through a process, I felt. But because I had been speaking those things over myself, it helped me to build my faith. It helped me to stay faithful because faith comes by hearing. So I was able to build myself up and kind of motivate myself a little bit in saying that as well. So that was another power step. And then on top of that, I had to put the words behind it, of course. So I had to grind. I had to move forward. I didn't wake up one morning and say, I want to be an international speaker and step onto the stage. No, I had to practice my craft. I had to hone it. I had to study it. I've done conferences, webinars, lessons, everything you could think of, I've done, because this is something that I am serious about and something that I am that is important to me. So I put forth the effort to put the dedication into making that happen. So, last week was when I had the pleasure of speaking in Africa. Now let's fast forward to present day. I was out walking my dog this morning and she squats to pee, and I just happened to look down, and I look down and I see all these ants everywhere. And I know I'm outside, y'all, but I don't do ants in my yard like that, because one ant turns into 10,000 ants and ain't nobody got time for that. Like, I like to have my whole little backyard oasis, so I don't have time for all them bugs and stuff. So I'm looking like, why are all these ants here? And then I'm worried about her, like, oh my gosh, you just stepped in all these ants. Like, don't get bit and get through your fur. So as I'm looking down, I start to see something move, and I realize it is a worm. So all of these ants are in this spot because they have captured them a good old worm. They about to eat it up. Gross, I know. Ew, yuck. But as I'm watching them, what the spirit started to reveal to me was how they never stop. How they never quit. They never missed a beat. Like, she peed on them. Ew, it's pee, y'all. Ew, gross. Then on top of that, she's 13 pounds. Well, an ant weighs between 1 to 5 milligrams. Now, just to bring that into perspective for you, in order for an ant to weigh a pound, you would need 1.5 million ants. That's a lot of ants, y'all. 1.5 million ants just to equal 1 pound. So even it just being a little 13-pound dog, she far, 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 far outweighs these ants. So the pressure and power of her urine going down on them, and she was only like 2-3 inches from them, had to be powerful. So now she's peeing on them, so they're getting drenched by power. They're getting drenched by urine. Yuck. And it's all over their food. Double, triple, quadruple. Yuck. Ugh. But they never stopped. They kept going. They kept persevering. They kept completing their task. So I started thinking, like, what's up with these ants? Like, not just those specific ants, but ants in general. Like, they're workers. There's so much. They're so dedicated and so committed. And then I started looking at us as humans, and in comparison, we not necessarily adding up, sis. I'm just saying. sitting there talking about, like, what do you mean I'm not adding up? I'm better than an ant. I'm greater than an ant. Like, come on, sis. Like, what you talking about? I feel you. But when you really think about it, when you really look at it, let's dive deeper. Okay, these ants, I told you, it takes 1.5 million ants to equal 1 pound. Let's assume for the sake of argument that we all weigh 100 pounds. 100 pounds even. So that means in order to have enough ants to equal our body weight, it would take 150 million ants. 150 million ants for them to even be the same size as us if we weigh just 100 pounds. And trust me, all of us weigh more than 100 pounds. I'm being generous. So 150 million just for them to equal us in weight. However, they are more dedicated and more committed to their task than we are. Because see, we'll have a dream, we'll have something that we're going after, something we want to accomplish, and then one little bad thing happens, and then that doubt sets in, and we're like, wait a minute, how is this gonna happen? Am I gonna be able to make this come to pass? Or you're gonna start quitting, like, no, I can't do it, I'm just gonna give up on my dreams, it's taking me too long, and we just give up and we quit. Now, what if I had did that when I was professing that I wanted to be an international speaker? What if I had said, oh, I've been doing this for a year, I think I'm going to quit? I never would have reached that goal, but I continued to say it even when it was frustrating, even when it looked disheartening, even when I didn't know how it was going to happen. I continued to say it, and then I was able to make it manifest. Now, you can do the same thing. Don't give up on your task. Be like those ants. Keep moving. Like, they weren't even shaking by what happened. It was just like, we just go keep it moving. And sometimes we need to keep it moving. Like, we won't even go outside in the rain. Like, you won't even want to get your hair wet, and you say you're willing to fight for your dreams, you're willing to do everything for it. So when life literally pees on you, meaning you didn't get the financing for the loan, or you lost your job, or you don't think you can be a good mother or a good spouse or a good friend, you don't think you have the skill sets for the career that you want, and you're getting hit with these negative things, instead of allowing yourself to feel defeated, remind yourself, you're bigger, you're greater, you're stronger than an ant. So if an ant can keep going and keep persevering against all odds, then why can't we? On top of that, ants are more loyal than us. You heard me. Most times, in many cases, situations, ants are more loyal than us. You see, an ant is committed to their queen no matter what. When an ant goes out and finds food, before they start eating, like, they don't get their food and be like, oh, I got me a happy snack, let me chop. No, they take the food back to the queen before they even start eating it, because the ant realizes that they need the queen to survive. So if you ever have an ant problem, that you can get different poisons and things like that taste like food, the ants take them back to the queen thinking they're going to feed the queen, and then the queen ingests the poison. Once she dies, the colony quickly dies. A colony of ants can only live maximum 2 weeks without their queen. So that's why they protect her at all costs. That's why they make sure she's secure at all costs, because without her, they will die. But with God, we go through our lives all the time without him. You make decisions on a daily basis without checking in with him. And before you be like, nope, I go to God for everything. Now let's be really real. Let's be really real. Think about the decisions that you made just today, in the last 24 hours, the decisions that you made. How many times did you consciously consult God and say, is this the right thing to do? So you're complaining about your finances, but when you went in the store to buy those shoes, did you ask God if it was okay? I'll wait. Yeah, that's what I thought. You're praying for a husband or a wife, but when you're online dating and folks to slide into your profile, are you praying and asking God, is this the right person? Yeah, I'll wait. You are upset about your career choices and you don't like your job, but you just on Indeed clicking check to everything. Are you asking God what you should be applying for? Here's one. You want to lose weight. Are you asking God what you should be eating? What workout regimens you should be doing? See, that's what I mean when I say the ants are more loyal than us in many situations, because they are going to uphold their queen no matter what. Sometimes God will ask us to do simple stuff. Go speak to somebody, a total stranger that you don't know. And if it's uncomfortable, you may not even do it. Like, you won't even go speak to somebody. So if he can't get you to do the small things, how can he expect you to do the big things? Loyalty. The ants are more loyal. Now if we look at this as a statistical setup, like if we look at the statistics of how an ant behaves versus how we behave, and we talk about walking in your purpose, with purpose, on purpose, statistically, the ant has a better odd of doing that than you. I don't know about you, but that don't feel too good. It don't. But they're loyal, they're dedicated, they're committed, they're focused, and they don't move away from their purpose. And so many times, we only want to fulfill our purpose when it's convenient. Yeah, I'm on your toes today. But Don't feel bad, because I've had to get on my own toes before, because we all have those moments. We're all humans. But sometimes we only want to go after our purpose when it's convenient, and life is not always convenient. So sometimes you got to be uncomfortable to make your purpose and your destiny come to pass. So you got to be willing to be uncomfortable. You got to be committed, and you got to be loyal. You got to be loyal to the king. So the next time you feel like quitting or obstacle or something stands in your way, just think about it. Who's greater, you or an ant? Takes at least 150 million of them just to weigh as much as you. I would say I'm far greater. So let's not let the ants be more dedicated, committed, or loyal than us. Let's have that same dedication, commitment, and loyalty. If we get peed on, it sucks. Ooh, but how can I keep going? How can I keep moving forward when obstacles in life hit me? Let me not get deterred, not get distracted, no matter what. And most importantly, let me serve my king no matter what, understanding that he is my life force and I can't truly exist without him. So I've got to have him so that I can achieve all of these things that I want to achieve in life. You want to be able to continue to grow stronger, get motivation, get encouragement, go after your purpose, and have stuff broken down simply like an ant. Are you stronger than an ant or not? Then you need to hit subscribe if you haven't. Like, you need to be subscribed to this channel so you can get motivation twice a week when I hit you with the midday motivation. And if you hadn't clicked that bell, you need to go ahead and do that. That way, based on your settings, you'll get a notification every time I post a new video. Now, I said based on your settings. That's really important. Because see, with YouTube, when you click that bell, you have a choice of different settings. You can get alerted every time, you can get alerted sometimes, and then some other notification option. I don't know. But you want to make sure that you put that you want to be alerted every single time I post something on the Crystal Clear Hope channel. That way you don't miss a midday motivation. Because when you can break it down this simply, like, are you stronger than an ant? Of course you would say yes. But now when we look at it in really details, we're like, wait a minute, I haven't been as dedicated, committed, or loyal as an ant. But now you can, that you know that, you can start changing the way you think, the way you act, the way you respond in certain situations, so that you can be the superior king or queen that you were created to be. I love you guys so much. I am Hope Knows. This has been your midday motivation, and I will see you the next time. Bye.